Hi guys, welcome back and thanks for watching. Today we are going to be closing out my July budget, and overall it's been quite a good month. There was some additional spending here and there. I did manage to save quite a few bits and pieces towards my saving goal for this month, so I feel like it's still been a success in some ways. I did go over budget here and there, and you might have seen that in one of my previous videos. If not, I'll drop the link below for you in the description. So without further ado, let's go ahead and have a look at what July looks like. So the first thing I'm going to do is have a look at my categories for saving. So these are my saving goals. These are my cash envelopes and sinking funds. And what I like to do at the end of every month is go in them, have a look how much is in them, and then write the new totals. And then these amounts here I'll use for my starting balance for next month, so they'll roll over. So the first one you can see is house, and that should have 115 in. So let's have a look. Okay, so this is house. It should have 115 in, but I actually had some work done. I finally saved enough and we got our trees cut outside our house, and I paid £100 out of that. So right now there is only 20 left in here. So that's just something we'll need to keep adding to and build up again, ready for the next thing. So the ending balance for house is now 20 because we spent some money, and that's okay, that happens. And then, so that's that one. And then the next one is wedding. So we're going to go ahead and flick over to wedding. Okay, so according to this, we started with 235 and now we should be ending on 135, and that is because we finally started spending things on our wedding. So we ordered some things off Etsy and I finally paid for my dress alterations. The only thing we did add was an extra 65, and that was because the cake that we're having isn't as big as we planned, so it's actually costing us less. So the remaining money from what we saved for the cake I just threw into wedding. So right now as it stands it should be 135. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 135. So that's great. Okay, and then these ones, I know these are our old notes that we use, but I don't change these ones up very much if I'm saving for something I know I'm going to spend pretty soon. So I know, for example, the wedding, a lot of it is just going to go really quick, so I'm really not fussed at the minute. So there's that one. So the ending balance on that is actually 135. Celebration should have 70. Let's have a look. Okay, and right now it looks like we've got 90, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. For those of you that don't know, these are just something that I've made myself, simply because I didn't like what I was using before and it wasn't quite what I wanted, so I made my own. And these fit perfectly in the Happy Planner envelopes that I use. So these are just great. So right now we've actually got £90 in there, so that's good. That's creeping up. And then put that back. And then the next one we've got is holiday, which should be 145, but I am going to tell you now it isn't, because I actually went and spent some money for some clothes for us for our holiday, and I pretty much emptied it out because I just literally brought everything we could possibly need for our holiday, because we had literally nothing. and I brought clothes not just for me but for my soon-to-be husband as well. So I literally emptied everything. So right now there's only £5 left in there, and I think for now, with everything going on, we're just going to leave it. We are supposed to be going to the Canary Islands, and at the minute they're not cancelling our holiday, but it's looking likely. So we're really not sure what's going on with this holiday. So for now, I think I'm just going to leave that in there, and I'm not going to really add much to it, and just see what happens for now, rather than, because I was going to put £200 in this envelope, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I'm just going to leave it in my bank account, because if we don't go on the holiday, then I'll just roll that money into savings rather than holiday spending money and things. So yeah, so I think for now we'll just leave it as it is. So that's £5. And then the next category is laptop, and laptop should last had £30 in it. So this is my envelope for my laptop, and it had 30, and now it's got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So that's really good. So we've ended on 80 for that one. So we've managed to save a bit there. And then the next one is fuel. Now fuel did have 50. And I did put money into it as well. So if we have a look, it had 50. And I did put money into it. But then I ended up taking some out and different things as well, just to pay for different things basically. So I did put £60 into fuel, and I did chip away at it. I actually took some out by mistake for a dress for the holiday, and I forgot to take out the holiday envelope. I don't know why. So what I did was I put it on there and then immediately put it back in after I took it out my holiday cash envelope. So I went back to how I should have been, which was 55. I spent £20 on fuel just there recently, yesterday, and then basically I noticed that it was building quite a bit. I'd got £35 in, and I always like to put £40 in as a minimum every month. So what I did was I went ahead and I took £20 out, and I put it in my jar towards my savings goal for this month. So right now, as it stands, it should just have 15 in, which it does. So that's great. Fuel is just one of those ones. As long as it doesn't finish on 0, I'm happy. I always like to have something left in there, just in case I end up taking, I don't know, going somewhere that I didn't plan for, and I end up having to put more fuel in. So yeah, that one's good. And then the last one is car maintenance. And we've got, it last had 60 in, and according to this it's now got 70. So 2, 4, 6, yeah, 7. So it has got 70 in, so it has gone up. So that's great. And then birthday has gone to 0, because I saved some already towards that, and then I saved the rest this month, because I had a big birthday in July. It was my fiance's birthday, and I spent all of that basically. If I didn't spend it on presents, then we spent it on like food and different things. So I spent all of that, so there's nothing left in there for him now. So I will save for him again, but just not yet, because his birthday is a year away and it's really not an issue. So I'll probably look at that in January for him. So that is finished. Okay. So that is the end of my savings, sinking funds and goals for this month. Just checking those off. So they're all done now. And then if I quickly turn over, I've ticked everything off that's been paid for, and this is the end of the month. This is the finished one. The only thing I do need to do is just quickly tick off a few of those. But as you can see, it's all filled in now. Everything's been ticked off when it's been paid. I did end up putting some extra fuel in because I was just stuck in traffic so much yesterday. I needed fuel afterwards. So that is this month all finished. And because of that, I've obviously took out all the dividers and things and moved them over to August ready. So that is all finished with. These did end up coming out, so that was great. We moved them over. Wasn't sure if we actually did it properly, but we did. They came out of the right account. And then these are all the weekly expenses that I know I've shown you before. This was just a really bad week. And I just wrote a little note to myself, and I just put, I still achieved 3 no spend days. I managed to get my hair done after 7 months of waiting. And then where it said, if I show you that, is there anything I could do better next week? I just wrote a really cute note to myself where I put, what a week, some success and not any failures, just opportunities to do better. Just because it was a week where my weekly budget for that week was just blown. And I kind of ended up doing like a budget review very quickly within like a few days of that week starting to try and see, well, hold on, I've pretty much spent all my money already, where has this gone? So I did a quick track and then a quick note to myself, and I wasn't too bad after. It was just one of those weeks, and we all have them, I think, where we think, oh, what a week, and we could have done better, but never mind. And then this here is my saving tracker that I've been using for this month, and I just like to keep track of everything that I should have saved. I was aiming for 240, but I don't think we got there. So let's open it up and let's check this one out. And then I think what I might do is, for now, I'm just going to leave it in here and maybe add a little bit more to it. And then I'm going to put it in my bank account and make an extra payment on my car. I don't like to just make small payments. I like to make a big chunk of a payment if possible. So that's going to be my plan, I think. So let's straighten all these out. Let's move this. Let's put 20s there. We've got some 10s and another one. We've actually got more 20s, so that's good. There we go. And we've also got a 5 as well at the bottom here. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So there's 1. And I'm going to pop that back, I think. And then 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. So not too bad, 145, and that's quite good actually when I think about the fact that I did save £400 out of my payday, and I also put money into all of these cash envelopes and sinking funds at the time, so I buried a lot of money in there too. So really that's not too bad if I was to count it all. So let's just have a quick count and see exactly how much we've got on here so far. So we've got 10, 5, 5, 5, add 10, add 10, add 10, add 10, add 5, add 5, add 10, add 20, add 10, and add 5. So 120, so we just need to colour a few more in. So I think we'll just go with, this one here, and we'll go with this one. Okay, and we'll go with this one. No, we'll go with this one as well. There we go. So that is the end of that. And sometimes I'll reach them and I'll be able to save the full amount plus more, and sometimes I don't. It just really does depend on the month. But either way, I'm happy with that. So I can keep chipping away at my car finance. So that is the end of the month. That is exactly how I close my budget. I don't really do much else. Normally what happens is I'll have a look and see how much was left in at the end of the month, and then I'll do that as rollover to next month. If it's a lot, then I'll take that cash out and I'll normally put it into a sinking fund or towards a debt goal or something like that. But if not, I'll just use it to carry over for next month. But I believe, looking at what I've got, when I last looked, I was in the plus, so that's good. But it wasn't enough to worth taking out really for me, so I've just left it in there for a little cushion rolling over for next month. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. This is going to be my next month's, which you'll see coming up very soon. I have already filmed this one, so that's great, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and like it, and I will let you know in the comments below who won the giveaway for my 2 sticker books. So I was actually doing a giveaway for 2 of these sticker books, and they are really good. You do get a lot in them as well. This is one of mine that I've been using, but the ones that I'm giving away are brand new. So have a look in the comments below, and you'll find out if you were the winner. And if it is you, try to get in touch with me please as soon as possible, and I'll also reach out to you as well. So thank you for watching, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.